Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. I'm just over here at Lavender Bay on North Sydney. I've got the day off work, so I thought I'd drop the car off to get repaired and come down to North Sydney and do a few 5am clubs, as I mentioned, do a bit of a walk and talk and discover another part of this mistress. This beautiful, most gorgeous mistress that I just can't get enough of. Wherever I go, whatever I do, wherever I look, Sydney just continues to amaze me with her glory, with her beauty, and with all these wonderful secret locations. So I guess the message to each and every one of us is to get off the couch, get out of the house and come down and discover this glorious city that we have. And although it's winter, it is a glorious day. The weather is beautiful, it's mild, it's sunny, there's no wind, and it's just beautiful. A perfect day to go for a walk and hopefully a talk, and we'll see if we can learn something new from another book summary that I'll take us through. So the book summary that I've got for today is entitled My Morning Routine by Benjamin Spall and Michael Xander. So a dual authorship on My Morning Routine, and the author kicks off the book with an interesting quote where he says, "Our morning sets the stage for the rest of the day." I guess there's no disputing that the way we start the day determines how we live the rest of that day. So the call to action for each and every one of us is very, very simple, that we should make sure that we use our mornings to do what's most important. Use our mornings to do what's most important. And the author has interviewed many, many high achievers, some of the most brilliant and most energetic people in the business world, in the academic world, in the entertainment world, in the sporting world. And he says that there is one common thread that links some of the world's highest achievers. And that common thread, you guessed it, is the dependence that they have on their morning rituals. So what they do in the morning. So there you go. We've learned something new today, that what you do in the morning is absolutely key. So I think for those who have been with me for the past 12 months or past number of years know that I am a morning person. There's no doubt about that. Always have been, and hopefully always will be. I love getting up in the morning. I haven't had coffee for 31 years. I don't need a stimulant to perk me up, get me going. But I love my mornings, and my mother was a morning person as well, and I remember spending many beautiful mornings chatting with her and just enjoying that moment. And my mother always used to say to me that it's important for each person, neki protia. Protia in Greek means to, have priority, have firstness, to be the first up, and to greet the day and make the day your oyster. So what else could we learn from this book? So I'm just down here at the foreshore, and the first formal point to come out of this book from this wonderful author. How beautiful is it down here? Absolutely glorious. So I'll just go over to the path. And the author says that if you want to be both happy and productive throughout the day, So 2 points. If you want to be both happy and productive throughout the day, you got to include exercise and meditation / prayer into your morning routine. Can't get any blunter than that. The author is basically saying that each and every one of us need to incorporate into our daily routines exercise and some time for reflection, meditation or prayer. I'm a Christian, so for me it's prayer. Other people who may not be Christians, then they may want to include meditation. But there you go. So every day we need to make some time and make some space for meditation and prayer, as well as exercise. So why exercise? What's so important about exercise? Because what the author here is saying is that movement, being on the move early in the morning, is imperative, because movement boosts your brain and sets you up for the rest of the day. So movement, moving your body, getting your blood flowing, getting your mind thinking, getting things happening. We've got a couple of helicopters there going over the harbour bridge, a couple of military helicopters. So they're on the move first thing in the morning. And the other thing he talks about here is the meditation / prayer routine in the morning. And he says it's important to do that because it's a constant that helps you relax, stay calm and present, and it serves you. It serves you. It comforts you in preparation for the day ahead. And as we said, each of our days, each of our mornings are important, but each day is very, very different. You don't know. I don't know what's going to happen today. There's a lot of unknowns which are going to cross my path, cross your path, cross everybody's path. But what the author is saying here is that if you have the constants in your day, then what it does is it allows you to relax, and it allows you to get set for the day so that you're capable of then taking on any of the other stuff which comes from left field. But if you start your day unorganised, out of control, and then your day's out of control, then you can understand the pressure and the pain and the suffering that can cause, because what it does is it amps up, all the other pain that comes your way, and it makes life more difficult. So how do we do it? What's the call to action? And the author here reminds us that we need to prepare before you go to sleep at night. The preparation in the evening is critical. Before you go to sleep, it's vital to be efficient in the hours right after, so that you can be efficient in the hours right after you wake up. So it makes sense when you sit and think about it. Because if you prepare yourself before you go to sleep and you slot things away, you reflect and you close out your day, when you're sleeping, your subconscious, your brain, is mulling over the things that you've last thought about and last done in the day, and it prepares you. So when you get up in the morning, you're all fresh because you haven't had to think about it, but your subconscious has been dealing with it, and you've got something to start the day with. So the author here is saying that preparing late at night before you go to sleep is critical for how you wake up in the morning, because you're waking up already raring to go. The other thing that the author talks about, which is critical in our lives, is to get enough rest. So we need to learn how to disconnect from the world before we go to bed. Some of the techniques, some of the suggestions from this author is to stay away from technology, and if you can, don't check email after 5 p.m. Look, I've worked in corporate Australia for all of my life, and there's no way in the world I could have ever not checked email after 5 o'clock, especially when you've got it on your mobile phone. But what the author is saying is that by being connected to technology late at night and constantly being on the job, so to speak, then what it does is it keeps you hyped up, and you just can't relax enough to get a good night's sleep, to regenerate, and to be able to take on the day with all your energy and all your mind focused at its very, very best. The author then reminds us that something else that you may want to consider doing is just before you go to sleep or any time during the day is to review and think about all the things in your life that you're grateful for. Your health, your family, your job, your culture, your connection, you name it. All the things that are happening in your life that you're grateful for, it's important to reflect on those things and to be grateful. The author says the other thing that we can do to help us grow, develop, and become better versions of ourselves is by all means to plan ahead, to read as much as you can, to journal, to write down your thoughts, your reflections, to reflect, to pray, to meditate, and to incorporate all of these things in your life so that you can enjoy a balanced life. Remembering that balance isn't just partying all the time. Balance isn't drinking and eating all the time. Balance isn't good times and being with your mates all the time. Balance is getting a little bit of everything, and of course not overdoing the work thing. And the final say from this author is the importance of sleep, because when you get enough sleep, you're able to say goodbye to a lot of your challenges, a lot of your problems, and it's important to prioritize sleep, because by not sleeping enough, you're not functioning as well. The author here says that by not prioritizing sleep, you can basically shave off 10 points off your IQ. So just think about it. We're out there competing against people in the workforce. As salespeople, for example, you're competing against another salesperson. You're competing against clients. You're competing against a lot of things. If you're getting better sleep and you're functioning better, then you may just have the edge to be able to do what you need to do to become, the best salesman that you can be. The other thing the author talks about here is the trick about trying to wake up without an alarm, getting good rest. And as I said before, I haven't had coffee for 31 years, and I don't need coffee in the morning to spark up, to wake up. I can just get up and my head is as clear as a bell and I'm on the go. And as you can see with my 5 a.m. clubs, I'm able to rattle off 20 minutes on any topic. And this is one of the things that I'm truly grateful for, to have been on this journey which is called the Jim's 5 a.m. Club, because not only can I read, not only can I write down, not only can I journal, not only can I reflect, but I can also live, learn and pass it on to my friends and family. This hopefully will be a legacy that I can pass on to my friends, my family, my children and future generations, whoever they may be. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club, where we've just gone through another book summary. And today's book summary was entitled, let me look at it, My Morning Routine by Benjamin Spall and Michael Xander. And we learn a few new tricks in terms of what's the common thread that links high performers. And the common thread, according to this author, is the morning routine. So I encourage you to exercise in the mornings, every morning if you can, even if it's just walking, but also to have a morning routine where you pray, where you meditate, and where you calm your soul and reflect and express gratitude for all the beautiful things that we have in our lives. Anyway, take care. Philakia from Jim's 5am Club. Thank you once again. And I'll finish off with my positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, I feel absolutely great. And I look forward to coming to you again from a different location with a different message, a message of empowerment. And as I say, today I come to you from the beautiful Lavender Bay. How peaceful, how nice is it here? And once again, you are welcomed, you are encouraged to get off the couch, get out of the house, come down and be part of this enchantment, this mistress named Sydney, who can take you on a tantalising journey every single day, because every single day she's different. And she just draws us to her, and you can just not ever get sick of her. Take care, and we'll chat again. Bye for now.